Hello, welcome. This is Blockchainbloom, the blockchain educator. I'm utterly pinking in today's video. I'm going to talk about that three important things happened. First of all, we had the agreement on tariffs between the United States and China. Then we had the new CPI data came out yesterday. And then we had the US Senate voted for in majority for the GENIUS Stablecoin Act. So these will be the topics I'm going to cover in today's video. And don't forget, every single day I bring you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchainbloom to keep you up to date. So that's important. Simply just subscribe to this YouTube channel and also hit the like button if you like this kind of content. Now let's do it. When we're looking at the price of Bitcoin, we can see that it is at $107,517 US dollar, 1.6% down. So no major move. A little bit it went down. Ethereum even went down less. It is at 2,752 US dollar, around 0.3% down. When we're looking at the top gainers, SPX up 11%, KAI up 2.6%, and Flyer it's up 1.5. So no major move to the upside. Yes, we have some correction again in the altcoins, but again, not the big ones. So G2 is down about 9.5%, Radium down 8%, Curve down about 8%. When we look at the Bitcoin candlestick chart here on the weekly, we can still see a green weekly candle. Yes, now we are, on Thursday. So yeah, we still have tomorrow, even today, and the rest of the week in front of us. So actually it would be nice if you're not coming down and closing it here under around 100,000-ish. But so far, actually, it is looking good to me. Right, and now let's talk about the great news. So first of all, agreement on tariffs between US and China, a permanent one. So yesterday we could see Donald Trump posting about it, and here you can also see a couple of news about it. So the Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick assured Americans that the US tariff levels on China would not change from this point onward. And this is actually the most important thing. President Donald Trump earlier said that the US duties on China will total 55%. And actually, when we're looking at the China side, 10%. This is actually nothing new because they had this temporary agreement between the two countries and they basically just fixed this. However, the reaction from Wall Street wasn't positive straight away because they thought it's going to be even better. But now the good news is that, okay, this is the level what we have. Both parties agreed on this. There were other details. I'm not going into that in the agreement because this has the main focus. And the most important thing that the changes that the back and forth, which confuse the market, that's the one which is supposed to be over. So from now on, this will be, these will be the tariffs, and the market can calculate with this. So I think this is very, very important. Okay, now let's move on to the next topic, which is all about the new CPI data, which also came out yesterday. So the new CPI data shows that the inflation is 2.4%. And well, the forecast said it's going to be 2.5. So it's better than the forecast. But when we're looking at this, that since February, we're actually going down 2.8, then 2.4, 2.3. Again, it's a tiny little bit higher than it was in April. However, Donald Trump is still saying that we have low inflation, so around the beginning of 2%, and the Fed really should start to think about cut the interest rates. When we're looking at today, we're still waiting for the PPI data, which is coming out, 2.6 the forecast. It could be likely that, again, it will be better than the forecast, or at least the forecast, so not really bad news. But when we're looking at, the chances for the rate cuts for this month's FOMC meeting, it's not likely it's going to happen, almost 100% that it will not. Then in July, it's pretty much the same situation. And when it could happen, it's basically September, according to this one at least. What will happen? We're going to see it, but actually inflation is still staying low. However, it's slightly higher than it was in the previous month or the month before, I would say it. Okay, now let's move on to the next topic, which is all about that the US Senate voted, and actually the majority voted for the GENIUS Stablecoin Act. So this bill could be also very important for crypto. You know, this is the GENIUS Stablecoin bill, and it passes key vote as in the US Senate 68 voted for and just 30 against it. So it means it can move again to the next level, and it's very likely that maybe in a couple of weeks it could be actually finalized and signed by Donald Trump. And this is not directly helping Bitcoin or the altcoins, but you know, stable coins bring liquidity into the market, and you know, this can help a lot. You know, scan those stablecoin providers that they really valid and whatever they saying is legit and they have the backup and so on and so forth. Second thing, so this will protect those who keeping their money in stablecoins, and it's also very important that to use stablecoins more freely. That will also bring more liquidity into crypto probably. So this could be an interesting one, and it looks like both parties are supporting this bill. Right, and finally, let's talk about the company, another company which started to accumulate Bitcoin. I just would like to bring these kind of examples because every single day we have new ones, and you know, the main guy is here with strategy, and then we have MetaPlanet and all others. But again, a new player, and this is the Japanese ANAP Holdings, launches a full Bitcoin business strategy with the goal of 1,000 Bitcoin by the end of August or by August, pretty soon. Put it this way, so this summer, and they have now purchased a bit more than 100 Bitcoin, but the goal is have 1,000 plus Bitcoin by the end of summer. So again, another company following strategist footsteps. Guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day I bring you the freshest crypto here on blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if that's important, then simply subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the like button if you like this kind of content. Next week, I will not be here in the studio. I'm heading to Montenegro, to the Binance campus, but if something important happening from there, I'm probably also going to make some videos, but I won't have this typical daily routine. I will be there next week. After that week, I'm coming back here to the studio. So guys, that's it for today, and see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.